We start our film at the Sri Ram College bus stand. These new bus stands are designed to be disabled friendly. Let's follow the tactile path and see where it takes us. And here we find our first obstacle, right in the middle of the tactile path. And within a couple of meters, we find the tactile path is broken again. We continue along the path and find that it takes us to the end of the pavement, but it doesn't take us to the bus shelter. And around the corner from the bus shelter, we find a tactile path that leads us directly into the path of an open drain.
आप देख रहे होंगे जिस प्रकार से विश्वविद्यालय के कैंपस में अभी हम जिस फुटपाथों से चल रहे हैं अभी यहाँ पर
We are in Delhi University North Campus. We're on the footpath outside one of the many colleges in the area. We have already seen a dangerous open drain that is missing its cover. Any person, whether or not disabled, could be seriously injured by falling into this hole, especially dangerous at night. In the daytime, a disabled person trying to reach their college is at high risk of an accident.
गंभीर रूप से वह घायल हुए हैं। अभी हमारे साथ विक्की खड़े हैं, हम इनसे बात करते हैं कि ये यहाँ पर अपने कॉलेजों में जाने के लिए किस प्रकार से संघर्ष करते हैं।
Vicky, which college do you go to?
मैं रामजस कॉलेज में पढ़ता हूँ।
I go to Ramjas College. And where do you come from to college? I come from Malkaganj. It's about 2 or 3 kilometers away. And Vicky, what problems do you face on your journey to college? We face many problems, not just this one drain manhole. In the campus, many are like this. We are scared to walk in the area if we don't know which drains are opened. We can easily fall down the holes. Also, there are too many cycle rickshaws. It's okay on the roads, but they park on the pavement all the time. This is a very big problem for the blind. Vicky, what is your view on the tactile paths that the government has constructed? There is no benefit to these paths because the paths themselves are obstructed and we have to walk on the roads. When we have to walk on the roads, we face danger from the vehicles. Do you think the tactile path is useful for disabled people? No, this is not useful to us because of the open drains, trees and lampposts which are directly on the tactile path. What other problems do you face on the tactile path? We also face obstacles such as branches from trees that hit us in the face and eyes. Have you had any accidents? Yes, in front of the Ramjas College, I was walking on the tactile path and a low tree branch hit me hard in the face. These are Vicky's personal experiences, but these problems are common for all visually challenged persons. They daily face problems trying to attend further education, but the government carelessness in the implementation of the tactile path has created a major problem for them.
I am Shailender Yadav, Young Voice, Delhi.
Now we see Shailender following the tactile footpath towards the lamppost. In the top right-hand corner, you can see the electrical wires that are sticking out at around head height, which pose a serious hazard to the visually challenged. As he continues his journey, he's led into yet another obstacle. We're now at the campus gate, and Vicky will try to make his way from the gate towards the metro station. There is no tactile path to follow here, and immediately Vicky's path is obstructed by many of the street obstacles, trees and various posts. As he reaches the pavement, he can now rejoin the tactile path, only to find it leads him directly into the path of a lamppost. Vicky is joined by two friends to follow the tactile path. Again, directly it leads them into a tree and a lamppost. Just a few meters on, again the path is obstructed by another tree. Every few meters, they encounter yet another obstacle on the path, some of them potentially dangerous. We're now outside the women's hostel at Delhi University to take the views of another student. What's your name? Vijeta. Where are you living? I live at the University Women's Hostel. Do you know about the tactile paths which have been built on these footpaths? Do you find them useful? No, because we have some problems with poles and other obstacles which makes using them very difficult.
और आपको कभी tactile path पे चलते हुए किसी दिक्कत का सामना करने
Do you personally have experience of problems with the tactile path?
खुलने को देखने को मिले या आप लोगों को किसी ने बताया कि इधर से नहीं चलना इधर से नहीं जाना?
Yes, I know some drains are open around the women's hostel, but my friends have warned me about the location of these. One of my friends came from the art faculty to visit me, and she fell down one of these open drains.
तो आप लोग क्या प्रेफरेंस करते हो? आप टैक्टाइल पाथ को इस्तेमाल करना प्रेफरेंस करते हो या फिर
Which do you prefer, to use a tactile path or to find your own way? For my own safety, I walk on the road because of these problems with the pavements. But these paths were made for the use of the blind, but you don't use them because of the lack of safety? Yes. You mentioned that your friend had an accident. How did this happen? She is also blind, and on her way from the art faculty, no one was around to assist her, and she fell down one of the holes. Now we've heard from Vijeta and earlier from Vicky about the problems that they and other visually challenged people have in getting to college in North Delhi.
Just side में एक टैक्टाइल पाथ में लोहे की तारें निकली हुई जिससे कि उनके
Just beside me and outside the gate of the women's hostel is a tactile path. I'm going to ask the cameraman to take you and show you the rods coming out of the road.
Iron roads coming out on the footpaths.
Now Vijeta and her friend make their way along the tactile path and encounter further obstacles on their journey. They decide to take the safer option and take a cycle rickshaw to their destination.
তবে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে তবে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে